So here's what happened. I had identity theft.
Okay.
So I was afraid for my house.
Okay.
So what I did was I took my house and I had my daughters. I have 2 grown daughters.
Okay.
And put it into their corporation or LLC. So I live in San Diego, California.
Okay.
And I have a house that I own. And I'm going to try my best to communicate it to you so that you understand. So my house I owned, what I did was I was kind of afraid of, so here's what happened. I had identity theft.
Okay.
So I was afraid for my house.
Okay.
So what I did was I took my house and I had my daughters. I have 2 grown daughters.
Okay.
And put it into their corporation or LLC.
Okay.
Okay, to make sure I secure the house and the house is not touched, and because I was afraid for that, that was the only reason why I did that.
Understood.
So when that happened, I didn't know that. I just learned because I learned when that happened when I put the house into my daughter's LLC accounts, both of them. So, of course, they then assessed the house, and my taxes went up because the house now it's worth $600,000, and my taxes went up, and I was so upset. I had no idea. I never knew about that. I didn't know this was going to happen.
So you should have so first thing is for everybody that's watching. Always get professional advice before making a move, because you have a positive reason you're doing something. There could be repercussions to doing it, and a better way to accomplish your goal without the repercussions. Because remember, if you have a concern, there's probably millions of other people that have the same concern, and already a good solution for that concern with very little repercussions, if not none.
Yeah, I know. It was such a lesson learned. And my daughter, so my oldest daughter, this is what she does too. She's an investor too. She'll invest in property, flip and sell and like that, building wealth like you do, right? So supposedly I was depending on her, that she already asked her real estate guy that she works with. And when I found that out, I said, are you kidding me? Jake didn't tell you this is gonna happen? From paying taxes from 250, they jumped to 600, and San Diego is very expensive.
Yes.
And I was so frustrated about that. Like, he didn't clarify that. I don't know if they had a miscommunication. So I don't know how to handle that now, but what we did was we sent in an appeal because it's both of my daughters. They're both in the LLC, but my house is in my name and my other daughter's name. So is there any way like, I don't know, my main point is like to bring the taxes down.
So what you should have done is put it in your trust. Faye's family trust. Because then it's still going to be considered under you, And that's a common thing that a person would move it to their trust. Because then say, for example, just to have an idea, and this is not exactly right, and you need to make sure you consult with your lawyer. One, talking to a real estate investor and talking to a financial strategist. I'm a financial strategist. I also invest in real estate. Not the same thing. Because they could be awesome at what they do. That doesn't mean that they understand the tax. They don't understand liability. Because having a liability and trying to avoid getting sued is what they did. But they didn't actually set it up to really accomplish your goal. Because what you did is you sold it to them.
Wait, what do you mean I sold it?
If you transferred, it doesn't matter who they are. If you transfer a piece of property to someone else, you sold it to them. And it doesn't matter if it was $1, you sold it to them and they're gonna be assessed at market value. So you lost your cap. So that is what you did, and so that's what happened. So to simplify it is you should have put it in a trust. So what you're gonna try to do is probably, you need to consult with your lawyer, because then your lawyer is gonna set up a family trust, so everything's gonna be in there, so if something does happen, it's less likely for someone to come at you and take your stuff. Two, the county's gonna understand what happened, understand the reasoning, and hopefully when you make your appeal, they're gonna be able to, oh, I understand what you did, and hopefully they'll be able to fix it. Again, I can't really speak on their behalf if that's gonna happen or not. But that's what happened, and that's why it happened.
Okay, so when we sent in the appeal, it was just a form. They had us just fill out a form and send it to them. And then, I don't even know what the process is, and we haven't heard anything. And then, COVID happened for over a year. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to fix it. And I don't know how to fix it.
So I can't really advise, because now you're in a legal situation. So one, you're gonna need to get a proper attorney to do it right. You should be in a trust, a family trust, phase family trust, whatever you call it. Two, some states have lawyers that will do an appeal for you on property taxes. Now again, I can't say your state is, because I don't deal in California and San Diego law, but that's an option. So you can research that.
Okay, so there are lawyers that do property appeal for
property tax appeals. Like if you say, hey, my property taxes are too high, they'll work out something for you, and they're like, okay, we'll drop it, and whatever we drop it by, we get 33%.
Yeah, but the intention wasn't to put it in my daughter's.
I understand that, and that's why you're gonna have to get a lawyer to really fight and explain what you did. Because again, I know what your intention is. It's kind of like saying, well, I didn't mean to speed, but did you speed? Yes, so here's your ticket. So you made a mistake without meaning to, but your mistake is done. So now you need someone to fight for you, to fight your case. Like, I get it, like I feel bad, but you're kind of where you are, and now how are you gonna fix it? Get an attorney to create a trust and move it into the trust. And then
create a trust and move it into my trust. So
because you're still, a company owns your house right now. Let's just, the fact is a company owns your house. That's it. If you moved it into an LLC, a company owns the house. It's not individually owned.
Wow. And then I was thinking, I want to put it back in my name.
So you can put it back in your name through the trust, because they understand that if a family trust owns it, then you will, they understand that that's still individually owned. Again, a lawyer is gonna probably be able to explain it better and explain your situation to them. Because if you try to argue your situation right now to them, they're not gonna really do much about it. So
yeah, that's a good point. I should call an attorney and see if he can help me with that. Because I mean, they're my daughters. I do trust them. The LLC, they're my daughters. I trust them, but I still feel I shouldn't have done that. Erase the taxes, and the house could be in my name.
In the future, just make sure it's a lot cheaper to pay for advice and save yourself thousands of dollars in mistakes. So if you want more content, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. A lot more content coming. We post at least once a week with lots of great financial information to help you build your personal portfolio.